have made the biggest mistake ever when buying a used car. Oh man, this is going to be a rocky journey home.
In 2.2 miles, cut the roundabout and take the third exit.
Welcome guys, if you're new here, to life as a used car dealer. So this is the UK's cheapest C63 AMG. It's done 93,000 miles, it's HPI clear, and we've currently got this car advertised for £15,000. Bargain. Now the plan for today's video is we're going to be doing a 3-hour drive from Milton Keynes to Wales to hopefully do a deal on an old Cairn Range Rover Vogue. The customer called us at Bincar, he's a subscriber of the channel, and we sort of decided between us that I thought this would make a wicked video. The C63 is a proper cool car, the Rangey hopefully is also quite a cool car, and it's quite a productive day for me. So hopefully by the end of this video the C63 will be gone and we'll have ourselves an old Cairn Range Rover in stock. Listening to that sound, man, these cars they just sound so good, sound so bloody good. It was definitely up there amongst my all-time favourite cars of all time. These C63 AMGs, they are so good. They're such a nice thing to drive. The power delivery, obviously they're a 6.2 litre V8 naturally aspirated engine. That's the key factor there, naturally aspirated. So you get pure V8 engine. Listen to that downshift, did you hear that downshift? Pure V8 engine tone. And then the exhaust it's got kind of like a little raspiness to it. Downshift again, ready? Absolutely savage cars, I love them, absolutely love them. So obviously we're going to Wales today, which is, I've mentioned, is just shy of 3 hours from where we are at Bincar in Milton Keynes, and I'm going to need fuel in the C63 because it's just the nature of the beast, firstly, but secondly we're doing about 125 miles today. So at the other end we've got, as mentioned, a customer with an old Range Rover Vogue. It's a 4.4 litre V8 diesel engine. It's a facelift car, so the facelifts came with the 4.4 rather than a 3.6 litre. It's got a few other things on it, like the facelift. We'll talk about that car, in fact. We'll talk about that car when we get there, providing we do a deal. But I'm genuinely excited about that car. I like them old Range Rovers. I loved it when they facelifted them because they've done some nice little touches to them. And that car, as mentioned, is a Cairn car. So it's got Cairn body kit, wheels, interior, all that wonderful stuff. The customer has sent me videos of it as well, and it looks really good. Obviously it's old, I'm not expecting perfection, but likewise so is this an old car, yeah? They're similar age cars, they've done similar mileage. I think that's done about 110,000 miles. And this is one of our Bincar amber vehicles, which is unprepared, unwarranted, it is sold as seen, and we price them at a price that appeals to car traders or enthusiasts that want to buy a car as a bit of a project and do them up themselves. So at Bincar we've now got the red, amber, green system. Green car is a fully warranted vehicle which we offer finance on, and then a red car is a non-runner, basically a non-runner, not road legal for whatever reason. They're the cars that are really serious projects, but we do buy a lot of them and they also sell really well, okay? So I have done a car vertical check on the Range Rover before heading off. Shout out to Car Vertical, by the way, for sponsoring this video. I will link them in the description below. Use my code CCD to get a little discount on your check. It's all good, by the way. It's all good, right? Mileage is good. It's not been any accidents, and they value this car, or the Range Rover, at £15,000. Now, if you look at Auto Trader's values, they say the trade value is about just over £6,000, and then the retail value, assuming it doesn't have the Cairn kit on it, is just over £11,000. So I haven't actually dealt with the customer myself. My brother Jerome has dealt with them, and the sort of money that he believes it's worth is maybe as much as £15,000, but we've agreed, you know, it's not worth that to us. Kind of agreed a figure, but obviously until we've both seen each car, then we don't actually know exactly what the figure's going to be. Bit of a problem when you're going out to someone's house to buy their car, or to sell them a car, because they kind of then hold the power, which you don't, in any business, you don't really want to entirely hand power to your customer. You need to maintain control. But you know, we're quite a unique scenario because we've got a YouTube channel and it makes good content. So the plan for the deal that we've got in mind is he's going to be giving me his car plus cash for the C63. As a petrol head, I'd rather have the C63, but as a business, I'd rather do this deal and drive back with that Range Rover, obviously providing it's a nice car. So We'll see. Petrol station, what a result. What a result. Petrol station. Do you know what? I'm gonna fill the tank. It ain't gonna use a full tank. Let's turn that down. Shush, shush. It ain't gonna use a full tank, but whatever's left over, the customer on the other side can have it, can't he? So 120 miles. I think this will probably do about 200 miles out of a full tank. So you should have a decent amount left at the other end. Yeah. That's it, full tank. I reset the trip as well as I left. We've done 7 miles into Buckingham, and yeah, I think it'd be quite interesting to see how much fuel we've got left at the end of this journey. So sort of as a, slowly as a tester to see how economic the C63 is on a long run. We'll see. So annoying that it's raining, the weather's terrible, it's been really hot. It's actually still quite warm. What is the temperature? What is the temperature? It is 17 degrees, so it's quite warm. Got shorts on, got my legs out today, but yeah, the weather's terrible. And I cleaned the car before we headed off this morning. So I cleaned it, the boys cleaned it, so it's looking really nicely presented. And now when we get there, it's gonna be dirty, which is a little bit annoying. Again, back to what I was saying earlier about presenting cars at your site, it's just so much better. This is just not something I would normally do. So please, guys, if you want to sell your car, you want to buy a car, you have to come to Binker. This is don't expect me to be doing this for everyone, all right? Unless you want to pay me. If you want to pay me for my time, I'll come to your house, yeah? But I ain't cheap. I am not bloody cheap, and the deal needs to be worth it, all right? But back to the subject of the C63 AMG. I didn't mention that I have obviously done a car vertical check on this car as well, and it is completely clear. It's a HPI clear car. So for the similar money online, you probably look to get a categorised car for 15 grand. So yeah, proper cheap car. What I really like about the saloons is the seats. The coupes don't actually come with these seats. What a feature of these seats are. So these seats came in the saloons and the estates. I've never had an estate before, by the way. They're proper nice, and the fact that the coupes didn't come with these seats, I think that's a little bit of a letdown. We have actually got an edition 507 in stock at the minute at Binker, which is a coupe in white with a black pan roof. By the way, it's got a sunroof, which is also very nice, and it's got heated seats. But the 507 is an amazing car. But why did Mercedes firstly not put these seats in that car? Maybe because these aren't reclinable. Maybe you can't fold these seats forward. That's probably the reason why. But secondly, why didn't they put wide arches on the rear of their cars? Like, why didn't they do that? BMW done it, Audi done it, Mercedes didn't. And I've said that about 100 times on my channel, but this is an amazing car. Amazing. Mercedes, you've done such a bloody good job. But you didn't put the bloody wide arches on the rear. In fairness, you did on the Black Series, so I'll let you off. Right, so SatNav has rerouted me because traffic's been terrible. So far we've travelled 83 miles, yeah? Quick mileage check. 83 miles. Where are we at the minute? We're by Birmingham, yeah, somewhere near Birmingham. On the M6, just joining the M5, is that right? Or the M54, possibly. One or the other. sounds about right. And we've got about 60 miles left. 60 miles left, so yeah, it has rerouted us the sort of the quickest route, but it ain't the shortest route. It's the long way around. Total travel time, I think it's going to be, we've got about an hour and 15 minutes left. It's going to be a total of in the region of 4 hours. I left at about 10 o'clock. Going to be arriving at about 2 o'clock. At least I get to spend time with the C63. And quick mileage, fuel check as well, by the way. We're almost at 3/4 tank, so we've almost used a quarter tank. So it's quite a good. So although it's taking a bit longer than I sort of wanted it to take, we're using this as a great opportunity. I know it's the RAC, the main building. But yeah, on the plus side, I suppose we can, you know, this longer route is allowing us to do a better range test on the C63. Yeah. Let's just continue with the journey, Cal. Continue.
2 hours later.
You know what? If I live round here, this is the exact car that I would want to own. These roads are unreal, man. They're empty as well, so you can actually have some great fun whilst travelling within the speed limit, of course. There's an Arla sign there. I wonder if Arla is based here. I don't know why I pointed out. But yeah, the roads are they're just so nice. I'm not in Wales yet, but I think I'm pretty much there. So any minute now, we'll be in Wales. Journey back is not going to be anywhere as fun as the journey here, but it probably will be more comfortable. Right, so we are at the border of England and Wales now. There's a brown line on the map. In fact, I put a map up on the screen over there or there, whatever suits the edit best. That brown line is here. Well, hold on, we're in Wales. I kind of expected some big magical moment or a big welcome to Wales sign. I wanted to get out and get a photo, but no, we've just crossed the border. No photos, no signs. No dramatic entrance. We just went from England to Wales. Oh wait, oh, is there a sign there? That Powys, is that how you say that? P-O-W-Y-S. I'm guessing that means welcome, Calvin. Welcome, Calvin, to Wales. Look at that for a view though. Look at that, this is what Wales, what's Wales known for? In your mind, come up with 3 things that Wales is known for. I think, for me personally, one, I had a bloody court case in Wales. I did actually do a video on that years ago when I done it, so go and check that out. 2, DVLA, bloody DVLA, yeah. The bane of the car trade they are. No, not they're actually right. And then 3, what's the third thing? Do they do something with sheep, the Welsh? I can't even remember, is that right? There it is, the Rangey. I'm actually really pleased to see it. Very nice, very nice. You sent over the video. Yeah. Wheels need a refurb, yeah? Definitely. Is there anything else I need to know about it? The V8s do have like oil leaks, like stuff.
No oil leaks, nothing on the bottom, nothing leaking.
And
that's a turbo mod, which is a problem with.
Big problem with these.
That was done at the warranty at the dealers, main dealers.
Okay.
With proof.
That's good. I saw that you've got a crazy amount of service history as well. That's good.
The one footballer owned this car before.
Oh, was it a footballer's car?
First car.
Really?
First when he bought it new, Gareth Barry.
Oh, well, I don't know any footballers, but that's interesting. Yeah. It's that type of car, isn't it?
Got a DVL, I got the...
Oh, really? No, that's wicked.
They didn't put the can, they never put the can kit on it.
What, the footballer didn't?
No.
Oh, really?
No.
So he would...
The next person who bought it did that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you got the receipts from when they put the Khan kit on it then?
I have not, no. I've got Khan receipts for other things.
Khan have done, so externally they've done the side grills, the wheels.
Yeah, they've done...
Body kit, front bumper, rear bumper, side skirts.
Side skirts. There's a few little bits.
Front grille, there's a lot to it, isn't there?
There's the mirrors, exhaust.
The exhaust as well, yeah.
That's full stainless, isn't it? The back box is all full stainless.
Nice.
The diffuser.
Rear diffuser.
There's quite a few little bits done.
There's quite a lot of bits, isn't there?
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a facelift car, so it's got the nicer headlights and rear lights. You've got the key there. Has it got 2 keys? This has got 2 keys.
You can't have everything.
No, I know.
It's
an old car, isn't it? Yeah, the carbon fibre steering wheel's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
114,000 miles, basically.
Yeah, I think I've done 600 miles 2 weekends ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Where did you go?
Went off to the coast.
Nice. Do you know what them seats are nice?
They're the best I've seen, to be honest with you. The Khan conversion.
Yeah, credit to Khan, like that is.
Yeah, and they're in good nick, like and all.
Yeah. Sunroof.
Yeah, all that work.
Is it an autobiography then?
I don't know.
I don't think it is it? It must be like a SE or HSE or something. But it's got some nice specs. It's got heated seats, isn't it? Yeah. Heated seats, heated steering wheel. It's obviously got a bit of carbon in there as well. Harman Kardon.
Yeah, Logic 7.
That's good.
Yeah, stereo's not bad in it, to be honest.
I bet it's quite good.
Dual TV screen, isn't it?
The dual screen in the centre. Yeah, that's quite good.
Clever how that works.
It was good. It's clever for the age of the car.
Yeah.
Virtual display as well. Let's just start this up. Engine start, stop button. That would have been.
Yeah. That's normal, isn't it?
Is that normal on these? Maybe it is then. Digital display for an old car like this. 2 glove boxes.
I think it is, isn't it?
Nice. Look at that. Lovely. Look at that. Look at that beast. Yeah, no, that's good. Sounds alright. Actually sounds alright, doesn't it? Doesn't quite sound as good as that, but yeah. It's look at the scenery. Look at it here.
Just waiting to cut their grass for hay.
Oh really? It's mad, isn't it? It's mad how peaceful it is around it. You can just hear birds, yeah. Let's just switch that off. Quickly get under there.
I don't know how clean that is, mate.
Nah, don't worry about it. I'm not worried about that. There she is, the big V8 diesel. It's very mucky under there, isn't it? That's all right though, it's fine.
It's used.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, I'm happy with that. I said to Jerome, I've had a good talk with Jerome. He's told me about it and...
It's very good. Mate, it's, yeah, I've driven loads of them. It drives spot on. See you later, cheers. There we go. Done deal. Is that mic on? That mic is on. Honestly, Matt is a proper nice guy. He didn't want to get on camera. He's like, how I can get on camera if you want me to get on camera. I don't mind, but I'd kind of prefer not to. So we've done a bit of B-roll with him in the background there, which I'm sure you probably just saw. I'm really pleased with the car. Like, it's wicked, man. I love cars with character. The C63 is obviously a car with absolutely loads of character, and this is as well. It's got centre armrest and it's got other armrests as well. It's got the car kit. It's quite impressive, isn't it? It's got a lot going for it. These seats are proper nice. The white strip down the centre of the front seats and the rear seats as well. Credit to Mr. Khan. He does clearly take pride in what he does. Even the carbon fibre steering wheel. Like, I think that's just a massive bonus that it's got that. You'd never expect a car like this to have carbon fibre on the steering wheel, but it does. A bit of carbon fibre in the centre there. And just a few nice things. I mentioned the heated steering wheel, the heated seats, the cross stitching on the leather as well. Leather in general is just really, really nicely done, and I think it's going to be quite a comfortable journey home. So I'll talk about the deal shortly. What I'm going to do is, it just took a lot longer than expected. I'll tell you about the deal we've done shortly. I have made the biggest mistake ever when buying a used car. Yeah, don't do this. But I've done it purely because, one, because I trust the guy. He's a proper sound guy. I met his parents as well. They were lovely. But secondly, I haven't even told you what the biggest mistake is yet, have I? I didn't drive it. I have not test drove this car yet. I've literally started on his driveway. Do not do that, right? Don't do it. If you ever buy a car, do a car vertical check. That is absolute priority. And second priority, when you're buying from a dealer, it's kind of not so bad because there's a bit of, they've got a bit of credibility, yeah? But when you're buying a car privately, a bit like what I've done today, you need to do every check going. And one of the checks that's really important is test driving it. But because I'm a YouTuber, if you want to call me that, it just makes the video a bit more interesting. So it might go completely wrong on my journey home. We shall find out shortly. But I think on that note, let's hit the road. Job done. So yeah, on the journey home now, I've done, how many miles have I done? I've done 4 miles so far, 4 miles. I've got another, how many miles have I got left? 139 left to go. By the way, the C63, I'm not sure how many miles it had left in the tank, but I'll put that on the screen now. That's what the fuel gauge looked like when I parked it up. And that's how many miles I travelled in total in that car. I must admit, I was actually quite impressed with it. I think it said on the trip computer thing that it done an average of 22.9 to a gallon. Not certain on that, but it was there or thereabouts, which I think is quite good. This car has got loads of fuel in it as well, by the way. It's got like 3/4 tank of fuel, and it says on here, according to the range thing on here, it's apparently got another 296 miles left in the tank, so I should well and truly get home on the amount of fuel I've got left. So the deal, should we talk about the deal first, or should we talk about the car? Let's talk more about the car. I know you want to find out about the deal. That's the juicy bit, yeah? We'll save the juicy bit for a few more moments. So the car, obviously it's a facelift car, so the facelifts have actually, the roads around here are random, by the way, really peaceful, really quiet, over the hills. Look at the way it's pulling. It's actually quick. Aircon's really cold, sunroof works, and it's got heat. It's got rear entertainment as well, which I don't think I mentioned, but you probably saw that in the cinematic shots when we was on the driveway. The facelifts have got like a gear stick like this style of gear stick, rather than like a traditional style gear stick, which I think is quite nice. Like the stitching on the dash, the leather and all that, I think that's quite nice as well for the age of the car. I just like what these cars offer. You can sort of give it large on a budget, because I think the value of this car is, like we said earlier, somewhere between sort of £13,000 and £15,000, and I think they look good for the money. The car kit looks really good as well, and by the way, this is stuff rattling on my seat. I've kind of moved it. Yeah, it's a long day. It's been a long day. I said to my missus I'll be home by 5. She actually starts work at 5:30. It's 4:30 now. I've just left. Yeah, I'm gonna be late. So the deal, basically, I offered 10 grand for the Range Rover. He wanted 11 grand for it. We met in the middle, 10.5. So it's 4.5 grand plus the C63. 4.5 grand plus the Range Rover for the C63. All right. So pretty good deal. Obviously, that does mean though that I've not actually earned any money until I sell this car. So, but so far it's driving. Honestly, it's driving really, really well. Some people might watch this and think, Cav, why have you just got rid of your C63, man? What did you do that for? You had the cheapest C63 on the internet, and you just sold it and bought an old bloody Range Rover. These Range Rovers, I've had a lot of these over the years, like over Finch, couple of calm ones, never one to this level before, and they all seem to sell so well, whether they're like old shape ones, new shape ones, doesn't bloody matter. People just absolutely love them, and I think for what they offer, they are great value for money. And there is a certain type of person out there who will, like Matt I suppose, who will be looking online and think, you know what, that car suits me down to the ground, because it ain't just an average looking car. It's very cool looking, and it's quite special. Obviously I ain't earned no money until I've sold this, but it's all good, and so far I'm feeling quite confident in the journey home on this car. I will let you know now if the journey home isn't successful. Do you hear that bleeping sound? We're about 20 miles into the journey home now, and the lights come on the dash to say suspension fault. The bloody suspension fault. Welcome, guys, if you're new here, to life as a used car dealer. Oh wow, yeah, that's definitely proper firm. Oh man, this is going to be a rocky journey home.
In 2.2 miles, the roundabout, take the third exit onto the A5 to West.
It's definitely needs sorting. Whatever's wrong with the suspension. And then, do you know what? Like magic, it just says normal height selected, and now it's gone back to normal, and the light's gone off the dash. I think it's fixed itself. There's definitely something not right there. We'll see. Since filming this video, me and Drone dropped the Range Rover off to a Land Rover specialist in Milton Keynes, who are currently repairing the car, and we're yet to get a bill. But in the meantime, we advertised the car, it got a crazy amount of interest, and it's sold straight away, subject to the suspension being repaired. And if I'm honest, it's just the nature of old cars. As long as you pay the right money, it's good for business, it keeps all the mechanics busy, and on top of everything, it makes great YouTube content.